The Mini 4K is currently the most affordable DJI model for videography, aimed at users stepping into drone footage and photos for the first time. In this video I will compare its video quality and functionalities to the top model of DJI lightweight line, the Mini 4 Pro. You may ask about the newly released DJI Neo, which is considerably cheaper. This interesting model should not be considered an alternative to the Mini 4K for video and photos, as it is designed for different purposes, like vlogging and as an introduction to FPV flying. The Mini 4K is a rebranded version of the Mini 2, proposed at a very competitive price. You will find the updated prices in the different countries in the description of this video. The Mini 2 was a successful model, released in 2020, so almost 4 years ago, which is a very long time in drone technology. At the time, maintaining the weight below the crucial threshold of 250 grams was a hard task, so the Mini 4K offers only the most basic functionalities. The only intelligent feature for video is Quick Shots, a series of automated predefined moves: drone, rocket, circle, helix and boomerang. Unlike the Mini 4 Pro, the camera of the Mini 4K cannot rotate for vertical videos and photos, an important feature for users active on social media platforms. Like most DJI models designed more than a couple of years ago, the camera has an annoying jump when the aircraft comes to a halt after a move. This issue has been solved with a redesign of the gimbal for the Mini 3 Pro and for the latest models. The frame rates available are up to 30 frames per second at 4K and up to 60 frames per second at 2.7K. There are practically no slow motion capabilities. The announced battery life is 31 minutes versus 34 for the Mini 4 Pro. The transmission system is OcuSync 2.0 for a reliable signal even in urban areas with interferences. On the other hand, the Mini 4 Pro is a true powerhouse in terms of features. It is the first drone below 250 grams to offer omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, a major safety feature previously reserved for the Mavic 3 line. With this functionality, it is now possible to track subjects at close range using the improved Active Track 360 mode. Waypoint mode is another feature traditionally reserved for the top model of the line. It is a very sought-after functionality now available in the Mini 4 Pro. It works by creating a mission based on 2 or more points. The Mini 4 Pro has a new video transmission system, OcuSync 4. It can shoot 4K video at a maximum frame rate of 100 frames per second for extreme slow motion, which can be spectacular. In the Mini 4K, the sensor size is 1/2.3 inches, which is small by today's standards. The aperture is fixed at f2.8 and the max bitrate is 100 Mbps. It has only one color profile, the 8-bit normal mode, which can be used right out of the camera without editing, although a touch of extra contrast and saturation is beneficial. The Mini 4 Pro has a bigger 1/1.3 inch sensor with a very wide aperture of f1.7 and a video bitrate of 150 Mbps. Beside the 8-bit normal, the Mini 4 Pro has two 10-bit profiles, D-Log-M and HLG. The flat D-Log-M performs very well in high dynamic range situation and can stand heavy post-processing, making it an ideal choice to integrate the footage into the color scheme of a specific project. The Mini 4K should not be considered a toy, despite its small sensor and edge technology. It has an excellent image processor and can produce more than decent footage in friendly light conditions. Let's see some face-to-face of the two models taken in friendly light conditions. The Mini 4K has a decent amount of detail in the buildings and the vegetation. The colors are pleasing and the noise is almost absent. But it cannot compete with the Mini 4 Pro. With a more expensive model, there is more detail, especially in faraway elements. The colors are richer, and the structure of the sky is more engaging, with better contrast. Considering the very affordable price, in easy light conditions the Mini 4K produces footage that can be successfully used on social media and shared with friends. A footage taken in the sun's direction is the stress test for the sensor, processor and lens quality. With the sun just outside the frame, the Mini 4K performed decently considering the price, with only a slight loss of detail and contrast in the area close to the sun. But when the sun is inside the frame, the dynamic range is too strong, and it is impossible to expose both the highlight and the shadows correctly. The area around the sun is ruined by flares, loss of detail, and chromatic aberrations. The Mini 4 Pro handles the situation very well, especially when using D-Log-M color profile. Shooting in the direction of the sun should be avoided by beginners, as it involves advanced skills in exposure and editing. Night footage is a situation that should be avoided with the Mini 4K. The small sensor is unable to collect enough light. Very high ISO values are needed to get some information in the shadows. This translates into a loss of detail and excessive noise. Under the same conditions, the Mini 4 Pro yields astonishing results. Partly due to the wide aperture of the lens. I shot the same scenes with the two drones on successive days at exactly the same time. The quality of the Mini 4 Pro footage is so good that it is hard to believe that it was taken in the same very dark conditions. Click on this link to watch my general review of the Mini 4K, and don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video interesting. Thank you.